morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm wonderful today. How are you, sir? How was your week off?
It was a nice break. We had a good time in North Carolina.
Well, here we are. After our week off, we are back for now session. Wait, I have to do it. I have to do it proper justice. This session goes to 11. There, I got it out of my system. I had to do my spinal tap thing. No, it goes to 11. We are now on the full siege here in the siege of Vicksburg is commenced. Roger has managed to get that underway. So just reviewing some of the elements here. I'm pulling up the calendar. Today we will be starting with turn 29 or May the 28th. And our random event is Command Paralysis. Boo! So I had to look at this last night and kind of rethink and retool. Now, I commented at the end of last session, well, that's not going to be too bad. Well, there are a few things that I'd like to be able to do, and certainly having leadership to do multiple activations would be very helpful, but that's okay. A lot of it is going to depend on what Roger does. And so, yeah, we are now in, I guess, Act 3 of this 3-act play. The siege has commenced. There's not a lot that I have to do, and I'm just waiting for time to just continue on and further away for the Union. The clock is ticking for Roger. We did discuss, and this is just a review for some of the elements for those of you out there. Roger, actually, I'll let you do that since you want to just talk about the fort situation here, since a lot of that is going to be dependent on what you're doing and how I've prepared for it.
Well, you've got your forts now to at least 5 manpower in each of your forts, entrenched to at least breastworks 2, actually fort 2 or 3. And now for me, I've got to surround you with 5 manpower in order to get the fort degradation to work. I only need to be at 5 at breastworks 2 or higher with infantry. That's the plan for me, obviously, is I got to do a bunch of reorganization as we get ready for the next strategic segment, which will be next turn. I have to create the army of maneuver. Well, I don't have to, I suppose. I think I can pass on doing that, but it makes sense for me to do that and for me to figure out next steps. I think a lot of people now are saying it's too late, and I might as well just quit, but I will not quit.
Don't listen to those negative Nellies. Yeah.
Fight this out to the end.
I will be watching you just from the ramparts of the city forts, watching you just approach and setting up camps and all the campfires out there in a big ring around the city. Now, the question I had on the fort, we know the fort degradation, for those of you not familiar, that will only occur during the strategic segment. So every 5 turns, Roger's going to get a roll on the die for every single fort that meets that criteria. Obviously, we're in siege, and he has to have 5 manpower at breastworks 2, or adjacent to any one of the forts that he wants to make an attempt on. And that will chip away at those forts. So, there's a little die roll modifier or 2, and if he gets a certain number or higher, then I'll put a marker on that particular fort. And essentially, it just chips away at the intrinsic value of the fort. And then when he does that 4 times, when he degrades it on 4 times, so that's 20 turns, really. Let's be realistic here. That's 20 turns, then that fort just disappears, and the units are there by themselves with whatever fortifications that they've built, so they don't get the additional fort bonus. And then at that point, that's where Roger can start attacking the city directly at that location. Other than that, I don't know that we had any corrections this time that were pointed out, so thank you everyone for watching. Last time was probably one of our most viewed because people are like, oh my gosh, the siege has started, this is going somewhere. So thank you everyone for watching. We constantly appreciate all of the comments and feedback that you get, that you provide for us down there. So keep doing that. And for everybody who's in the gallery today, welcome. And thanks for keeping us honest. So I guess we are ready to go, unless you got anything else you want to talk about, unless you want to talk opening thoughts today.
No, I think I said my opening thoughts that, this first turn, today's going to be reorganization and army of maneuver, and hoping you don't advance the strategic track one more section, and hoping I get really lucky with fort degradation, obviously.
Certainly, yeah. And so, I'm going to watch you for a while, so we'll just, we'll see what we can do there. I've got a couple of options of what I can do, but I don't know if it's better to just let you do what you're going to do. we'll see. I'm going to be reacting, and obviously with command paralysis this turn, I have to just figure out, okay, if I don't get the next initiative, what's the most efficient way to do whatever I'm doing. But all that being said, let us get underway. We do have our random event completed, and our leader transfer phase is now underway. So, Union, take it away, and best of luck, sir.
Yeah, good luck to you as well. Just looking where everybody is. I don't see any reason to move anyone. So I'm going to leave everybody where they are, I think.
And I can't use them this turn, so there's no point in me moving anybody. So, I'm going
Huh?
to keep everyone where I am, too. Well, let's see. We continue on here. Attachment phase. Do you have any attachments at this point?
I actually have several. I think we've talked about this. Tuttle and Ewing, I can bring Ewing into Tuttle. So it's going to be, so he's going to go up to a 6, which is allowed. And he can go up to 3 artillery. I'm not going to bring Dennis into MacArthur because that exceeds my artillery limit. I can bring sub 4 into Crocker. Crocker's going to go up to 7. And I cannot attach a sub to the Marine Brigade. They have to stay separate. And the question, I think I'll leave sub 1 and sub 5 separated. So that's it for my attachments.
And I don't have any in play that I can do because they're all named. I have a sub 1 up there, but there's nobody with him. So I have no attachments this turn.
Okay.
It is on to our action cycle. So I guess I will take our first roll here and get us underway. And it is mine. Okay. Well, I guess there's really no reason to keep all this stuff up here now, is there? But I have to play the initiatives game, so I'm going to activate Second Texas. Is going to activate and come out of their entrenchments. And because I'm under command paralysis, it's a die roll straight up, minimum 2. It's a 5. I will go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to there. Next initiative. That's yours.
I'll activate car. You can go 4. You'll just go 1 to there. Initiative. It's yours.
Okay. Take the second Texas now. Take them to 2. Um, I will just do a min move into there. Initiative. That's yours.
He can go 1 whole frickin' hex. Initiative. It's going to be that kind of day, isn't it? I'll take him again. No, he could have gotten there last time if he'd have been on his horse. 2, 3. So that should
I'm absolutely and totally besieged.
do that.
Yeah.
And I don't think you can attack him from there because you don't have a road.
Right.
So you'd have to go. So he's perfectly safe there for now. Initiative. That's yours.
Okay. I will bring sub 1 then. They will come out of their entrenchments. And here's movement. Nice movement. Guess I'll go 1, 2, 3 to there. Initiative. That's mine. I'll take them to 2. And they will go 1 hex to there. Initiative. That's yours.
A car. It's just going to do that. Initiative. That's yours.
So I'm going to take the second Texas and I am going to march them. So they're going to go to that. Here's their movement. Minimum 2. Uh, extended march. Yeah, they're gonna stay in place. That was stupid. Okay.
They
Here's
were.
the.
What were
What's
we
that?
going to try to do with them? If I could
Uh,
just ask.
well, I was trying to extricate them from there, but with a
Oh,
2,
okay.
I can only get them 1 hex. So, uh, next initiative, possible end to turn. So you get to roll on a 1. The turn will end.
Oh, right. Yeah, there's no other modifiers. Yeah, and of course,
Oof. Okay.
this is why we play the game.
All right. The turn ends prematurely. Dun, dun, dun. All right.
Now you can
So
extend it, right? You do have the
no,
option to
no, no.
extend.
That just ends. That's not this game. It just ends.
Does it?
Yep.
You don't have the choice to. Okay.
Okay.
Not that
So
you're
we're
going to
gonna.
take it anyway.
Oh, of course. All right. So we're going to. I'm going to open just so we can see it happen because we want to see Alberto's hard work. I've got the siege status is on. Vicksburg has been besieged for 1 full turn. I'm going to hit the recover button and we're going to watch it go to 2 automatically. There it goes. Look at that. And it's on video. And it even tells us Vicksburg is under siege, turn 2. Cool. All right. Well, that was nice quick turn. We are now on turn 30. This will be our strategic segment. So we get a random event. I'll let you do that one today, sir.
Let me get my chart out. So
We've got 2 more days, or I guess 3 more turns on
6.
that middle column.
There's
Come
command
on.
paralysis again. Oh, it's not
Jeez.
affecting you any. What do you care?
Oh,
I needed those earlier when we were maneuvering. That would have been great.
look, I had 5 of them earlier. Just as much as you had intelligence. I saw that last night. I was looking at it. I was like, damn, I had that many? All
Yeah, it
right.
didn't seem like it to me that you were that.
Okay, well, then let's continue on here. Leader transfers.
Well, this changes quite a few things, doesn't it? I guess I'll leave everybody where they are. Yeah, I'll leave everybody where they are.
Okay, I will leave them as well. So, attachments now. Right? Is that attachments? Yep. Do you have any at this point?
No, because I didn't get a chance to do any sort of removing guys around like I was planning on. So, no,
Okay.
I don't have any attachments.
Theoretically, I guess I should be able to roll the 2nd Texas Regiment into Tillman to make him a 4. Would you concur with that, or would
Yeah,
I?
you can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or he
and
could go
sub
into
one
sub
too.
1, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes, I think I'm going to put them all into Tillman. So that will be a 3-1. So there'll be a 6-2, and he will be exhausted because one of them was exhausted. All right. That is all I've got. So now it's on to the action cycle. So why don't you give us the roll?
Me. No one's really aggravated me. I'll have McPherson activate Dennis and Crocker. They use their entrenchments. Crocker's going to go 1, 2. Dennis loses his entrenchments. He's going to go 1 to there. Initiative. Well, I think the more important thing to do is to get some guys reorganized because double ones already killed me once. So I'll activate Hovey for movement. Here's his movement roll. He has 5 movement points. He's going to drop off a sub. Hovey's going to drop down 2 manpower. He's going to lose his entrenchments. He's going to go 1, and that's as far as he can go. Initiative. That's command paralysis means all ties are mine. We'll activate Blair for movement. He's going to drop. How many subs do I have? I got plenty of subs at the moment. He'll drop a sub, and this sub's going to have 5 manpower though, because I need to get up to 5. He'll be entrenched to Fort 3. So Blair's going to go down to 3. I'll roll for movement, but he's just going to get to go 1 hex since he's sitting in Los. He'll go there. Initiative. That's yours.
Yeah, I don't feel the need to move at the moment, so I'm going to pass.
Make Hovey to fatigue 2. And they're just going to do a mid-move on top of Lawman. Initiative. That's mine. I'm going to activate Lawman. I'm now making this up as I go along. This was
That's
not
okay.
the plan.
Okay.
Last turn was kind of a disaster, so because it ended so early. He's going to lose his entrenchments. And he's going to move 1, 2, 3 to there. Initiative. That's mine. And I'll take Lawman again. Next to there. Initiative. That's mine. Tillman's now a 6. That's a big threat there. It's like playing a chess game where you know you're in serious trouble. There's no good move. Try to make it not so bad. Not going to do that. Then I'll take Carr again. There's his movement. 3. Well, he's just going to go back to there. Initiative. That's yours.
I will pass again.
And I'll take Carr to fatigue 2. Here's his movement. It's going to go to there. Initiative. I'm going to have Crocker go to fatigue 2. He's going to just drop off a sub. Will be at fatigue 1. He's going to have 2 manpower. And Crocker is going to lose 2 manpower. Piece of artillery. Initiative. That's mine. We'll Blair march. Again, he's just going to be able to go 1 hex to there. Initiative. Mine. We'll have sub 6 march. He's just going to do a 1 hex move to there. Initiative. That's mine. Okay, let me take a look and see. Okay, I'm going to come down here. Take Osterhus. It's going to do a river transfer. And he just picks up a fatigue for that. Because you're not going to be able to get down there no matter how fast you march.
His entrenchments go away.
Yep. Initiative. That's mine again. I'll take Osterhus to fatigue 2. Which is movement 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boy, these roads are just terrible, terrible. Initiative. That's mine. I think I better leave sub 3 in the future. That might be an issue that I keep that well entrenched. So they're fatigue 2, they're fatigue through. Kind of like these. Yeah, I could take the 4th Iowa somewhere. Actually, let's do this first. I'm going to activate Tuttle and Steel for movement with Sherman. Tuttle's going to drop off a sub. Running out of subs here. It's going to have 2 manpower. Don't think I'll leave it with 1 piece of artillery. He's going to increase his entrenchments. 2 manpower. Oops, wrong way. Here's their movement. 3. Tuttle's going to go 1, 2, 3. He's going to go 1, 2 to there, 3 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
Well, now that'll get a reaction. Let's see here, 6. Green will march.
Right.
Initiative or movement. All right, we'll go there. Initiative. That's mine. I will pass.
Activate Tuttle. We'll go 1 to there. Initiative. Let's see. Think. Pick the 4th Iowa. He loses his entrenchments. He can go 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. Initiative. That's mine. We'll take them again. 7. 2, 3, 4 to there. Initiative. That's yours. You'd like it?
I'll pass.
Take 3rd Illinois. He loses his entrenchments. Goes 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to there. Initiative. That's yours if you want it.
Go ahead.
3rd Illinois again. 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. 9 to there. Initiative. That's mine. I'll pass.
I will look around. See if there's anything else. I will pass as well. And we are going to hit, let's see, hit recovery. There we go. It is now time for our strategic segment. Let's go through the strategic cycle. Let's pull up the strategic event. I guess I'll take this roll here and see what we get.
Okay.
It's a 4. Uh,
Port Hudson.
yes. What does Port Hudson give you?
I roll a single die. If the roll is even, the result is Union Port Hudson victory. If odd, Confederate Port Hudson victory. If the Union player wins it, I get Grover's division with a manpower value of 8. If I lose it, I must remove 1 Union infantry division constant reinforcement from the turn track. Permanently lost, may never reappear in the game.
Wow. Okay. Let's see.
The result is scored to no effect. Union players no more constant reinforcements on the turn track.
That would potentially be Kimball, W.S. Smith, Heron. I'm assuming.
I'll roll it. And
Sure.
Even Union, otherwise Confederate. It's even Union. But I get the Grover division with a manpower value of 8 in the turn track box of the following turn, at which time it is available as a reinforcement.
Oof. So
So
that will be
Grover-
31. That's the upcoming turn. You'll get Grover.
Good man down there, that Banks.
Old P. Banks. Those who
Going
can't do
next.
it in the mountains go to the bayous.
He's didn't do well when I had him just recently. Well, that's nice. That's a nice addition to the. Yeah, so he'll come on this next turn
Yep.
as a constant reinforcement. Okay, that's our strategic event.
Well,
What's the next thing?
good day, sir. Let's see. So next it's the Union Depot. So you may subtract one of them.
Yeah, I'll get rid of this guy down here.
Okay, that's easy. Union supply. Everyone in Warren County is in supply.
Yep,
Okay,
that's everybody I have, I think, because Warren County extends to that peninsula. So, yep, they're all in supply.
great. Okay, it is now time for your first Vicksburg Fort degradation segment. And as we mentioned offline, these are the three at play because you've got at least 5 manpower adjacent to them, and
Yep.
they're in breastworks. So you will get a +1 if I understand the modifier. I don't have more than 40 in the garrison. So
And more than 10 in each specific fort.
oh, okay. So it breaks it down into that, huh?
Yeah, so if you had more than 10 in each, I would not get the +1 as well.
Awesome. Okay. Good to know.
So we will start with, I guess, under Vaughn,
Mm-hmm.
and I need a 4 modified 4 or more. So no.
Mm.
Barton, that is degraded because I
Okay.
get a +1.
All right. So I will place a. Let's see. Let's see if we've got some. Do we have? We do. We got degraded 1.
So now your intrinsic value is reduced from 2 to 1 for your artillery.
Mm-hmm.
Not that that matters any because I can't attack it anyway, unless you move guys out of there, I guess.
Right.
And then finally under Fortnoy. And no 2 2s and a 3. Oh well.
Okay.
Okay.
Next, we have the Vicksburg garrison demoralization, which doesn't occur until you get at least 30 siege turns.
Yeah, so that's a ways away.
That's a ways. Manpower adjustment. You are first, sir.
So Vicksburg is the siege, so I get a +4. How many manpower have I lost? I've lost track.
28.
28, so that means I get another +2. And the other decrease siege, so I'm going to get a +6 to this die roll. It's a single die. So that's a 9 is no effect to me.
And then for me, since you've got it right there, modifiers are.
Vicksburg is besieged is a -1. Vicksburg siege duration is 19 or less.
Okay, that is true.
Your manpower. How much manpower have you lost?
26.
26 gives you a +2.
Okay, so net +1.
That +1.
All right, here's my roll. Net +1. Ooh, big money.
You gain 2 MVP.
All right, and the rules are I can't put them both into the same one. Put one into Baldwin and one into Reynolds. So they will each get +1. Oops, wrong way. There we go. All right, that's the 2 that I get, right? Now on to Confederate Army of Relief. Bum, ba-dum, bum. We open up the HQ. Now, I'm actually a little torn on this one because at 4, the existential threat of me looming at the Big Black kind of helps because now you're focusing Sherman's army on that, and when I get it to 5, a lot of the things that I would take for granted are turned off, like the quick turns and things like that. So I'm kind of like I could go either way on this one. But let's see. My modifiers are I think a +1 and a -1 because it's -1 we're on turn 30, and +1 because the Jackson Railroad Depot is still good. So I think I'm just net 0 on a 4, 5, or 6. Then the Army of Relief will be released. It is not released. Da-da-da! Tension, excitement. So we'll continue to stand at the Big Black. So you can do your Army of Maneuver if you like at this point.
So I will establish it. So first flip the Sherman Corps leader to its district leader. He's created that. Okay. Place the Corps leader's steel on the steel's infantry division.
Right underneath him.
So steel goes here. And steel acts as the Corps leader in command of the 15th Corps. I must assign at least 1 and up to 8 infantry divisions or brigades, never a cavalry unit to the Army of Maneuver. So I can add and subtract each strategic cycle. we'll take steel for one. I don't know if we can just. Is this a change army? Okay, I'll change him back.
Yeah.
So now he's blue.
Yep. And
So
steel.
steel is one. Tuttle. That's two. Uh, Blair. And I'll go ahead and choose Osterhus as well. That'll be it for now. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. Can be commanded by Sherman. Wait, let me see what his limit is. He may be limited to how many he can activate at a time.
I seem to remember 4?
Four.
Yeah.
4.
Okay. Wow. The army maneuver has been
Initiative
built.
activity.
Well then, I don't have French available, so I can't do my Confederate reorganization. So we just move on. Vicksburg surrender. Well, you've not entered the city, and I'm not going to surrender. So that's a.
Why not? I think this is the ideal time.
But we've got to see what happens. So no end of game. Turn track is taken care of. No pontoon bridges. Turn marker has moved on. So we are ready for our next exciting random event for turn 31. I guess I'll take this one. We're coming up on the end of the month here. So pretty soon we'll be on a new column. But here we go. 6 again! 3
Wow.
Confederate paralysis. Ugh. Okay. Well, it looks like I'm going to just be doing a whole lot of nothing again. We'll go through sequence. So leader transfers.
Well, now that Sherman's a district, I'll leave everybody where they are, I guess, for now.
And I still can't activate any leaders, so might as well keep them where they are the same. So I'm good with that. Next is attachments. And you've got attachments now.
Yep, I'll take sub 6 into Blair. So he's going to gain 2, and he's going to gain 1 piece of artillery. A.J. Smith will gain 2 manpower. That's it for that.
Okay. I don't have any. So we move on to the action cycle. Why don't you give us our first roll?
Okay. Here we go. It's yours. I should have done a leader transfer. I wasn't even thinking. Stupid. Oh well.
All right, I'll have.
Forgot about Sherman being a district leader. Just did it, and I completely forgot about it.
I will activate green, and they will march with a minimum 2, 5. We'll go there. I have 4 remaining, so that's enough for a normal now in the lows. What would 4th Iowa like to do?
Okay, yeah, we'll retreat. So here's his 5. So that's minus. You lose 1.
Yeah, I lose 1.
So he's gonna flip. 1, 2, 3, and 4 to there. Why not?
Okay. I think we'll just pull back up to Spear here and have our back against the river. Initiative. That's yours.
Pick steel. Here goes 3. It's gonna go 1, 2, and 3 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
Okay. I will take Evans to fatigue 1. They will come out of entrenchments. Here's their movement. Minimum 2, 6. Go 1, 2, and 3. They will attempt to destroy one of the 2 ferries here at Coker's. So it is a minus. Let's pull up.
-2 current players to destroy ferry. Another -1. Neither hex is connected by a Zoc.
Right.
You don't get the other minus because you have moved.
I have moved, right. So -3.
So you're gonna have -3, and you need for a ferry. Is you need a 1 or less.
1 or less. Okay. -3. Here we go. And we get a 1. So we destroy it. Okay. Initiative. That's yours.
Will Sherman activate? Tuttle and Blair. Two. There will go 1, 2 to there. Initiative. It's mine because you're on command paralysis. Take a lawman. Collectively, I've rolled a 2, a 1, and a 1. Initiative. That's yours.
Okay. Take Evans to 2. Here's movement. 4. Go 1, 2, 3. Initiative. That's mine. Okay. I'll have Maxie move. Here is, and he will come out of entrenchments. Here's their movement. 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
Lawman 52. Go 5. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Initiative. That's mine. Will Sherman activate Steele, Tuttle, and Blair? 6. Transfer to Tuttle. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Blair will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to there. Initiative. It's mine. Will Sherman activate Blair, Tuttle, and Lawman? Here's their movement. 4. And we'll have Blair go first. Here's his, and Sherman will transfer to Lawman. Here's Blair's EM roll. He's okay. It's +1 now. 2, 3, 4 to there. Here's Lawman's EM roll. He's okay. He's going to go 1 and 2. And here's Tuttle's EM. He's okay. He's just going to do a min move to there. Initiative. That's mine. Well, Sherman will attempt an assault on Bowen. Lawman and Tuttle. So as a district leader, he gets a -2, but there's a +1 for Los, so this will be a -1 to this roll.
Okay.
And so he gets both guys in. And he'll attempt to bring in Steele. This is just going to be a -1 to this roll. And Steele will come in as well. So type's a +1. Tactical is even. I'm bringing in 10 plus 16 to 3. So that's
5 to 1.
+4.
Yep.
+4 ratio. Artillery, I'm going to bring in 6. 9 guns to 1 is +8, which probably isn't going to be. Oh, I get the die roll for artillery.
Okay.
And it's used. So artillery, and there's no terrain because there's not the creek. And so it's going to be final, it's going to be a +6.
Yes. Very nice.
+6 attack. Here's my attack roll. Oh,
Okay. Here's defense. Oh, +6. All right.
2 6s.
So I think that's going to be a +6 on 3. There's a 1 DR for me.
Yep.
Okay.
And I went in there with just an A.
So he loses 1. And gets that. So I will give you 1 back. And we will just go straight down the railroad. 1 to there, 2 to there, 3 to there, 4 to there. We'll just keep them there for now.
I will not advance into the hex. Okay, initiative. That's yours.
Got a new possibility here, so we'll take Maxi to 2. Here's movement. 1 and 2. Initiative. Mine, Maxi to 3. Movement. There we go. Extended march. It's okay. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to there. Initiative. That's mine. I'll take Greg to fatigue 1. He will march in place. Initiative. That's mine. I'll take him to 2. He will march in place. That's yours.
I'll bring up Osterhus. Those 2 hexes. Initiative. That's mine. I'll take Osterhus again. He was 5 this time. 3, 4, and 5 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
I forgot to do it, but I'll do it now, even though that will take me to 4. So Maxi will go to 4. Here's movement. Extended march. He's okay. And he will now blow up, or attempt to blow up SQ Ferry. Now it's a -4 to this roll. And he gets it. Initiative. Possible end of turn.
This is
Yep.
just a 1, right?
Just
Continue?
a 1. Yep. 2. Yeah. There you go. It's
Okay.
yours.
Mm.
Kind of hoping for rain. It's been over 2 weeks since I've seen rain.
Tell you what would be brutal now would be a Union water crisis. That would be brutal for me right now. In terms of the siege,
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing that could be done about that. They just have to sit there and take it. Oh, golly. I got a guy waiting to come on.
Super Grover.
I can't. There. He'll come on at Warrenton, and I think he gets a fatigue, right?
Yes, he does.
I'll put the command paralysis back where it belongs. Okay. Initiative. That's yours.
I'm going to pass.
Okay. I'll take Grover. Initiative. Command paralysis is mine. I guess I'll take him to fatigue 3. There we go. Here's his EM +1. He's okay. Good God, the roads here are terrible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
To your local Grange Hall. I will take Ector to 1. Here's movement. And he'll march in place. Initiative. Possible end of turn.
It's just a 1. It's no.
It's just 1, yeah.
The other,
We don't have any
the other game,
modifiers. Yep.
yeah, the other game I'm playing, it's a 1 or a 2. I'll take the 3rd Illinois. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
I'll pass.
I'll pass as well.
Okay. I will hit the Sunshine Recover. The siege grinds on. Our next turn is turn 32. The last day of May has arrived. Last day of May. Okay. So this will be our final roll on this middle column. So why don't I roll this one? See if I can get something other than command paralysis. Come on, baby. 9. Accelerated unit entry.
So I think this is, again, is one of us rolls a die.
Yeah, even odd.
Can't remember which way it works. I assume even is union, but let me make sure. Yeah, one of us rolls a die. If it's even, union player selects one unit. If it's odd, then you select a Confederate unit.
Okay. Here's the roll. It's a union unit, so you get to move one up.
And it'll be Kimball with Washburn.
Shocked and stunned am I. So between Port Hudson and this, man, it's just everything's coming up gravy.
I would be good to end the day today.
Sure, that's perfect.
It's a little early.
Yeah. Let us wrap it up here, and we can just pivot right into our discussion now that we've seen what the our next turn will have in store, which is nothing ongoing, nothing pressing. At least I'm finally out of command paralysis. But why don't you share your thoughts for the day? And I don't have a lot because I just sat there and kind of took the siege. But what are you thinking now?
Well, initially when the day started, I was hoping to attack Walnut Hills, but you got guys down there, and then we had that early into turn, and it was kind of pointless. So unfortunately, I've got to deal with Loring's division being in good shape. The only advantage is Tillman's not entrenching, but it's 6. That gives him 9 with 3 pieces of artillery. That's just too much of a. The best I could get would be, if I was lucky, get a +1, because the artillery is used even, that just seemed like a frontal assault I didn't need. I was hoping to get a better attack on Bowen. I had the initiatives that I needed and command that rolls that I needed, and roll a 6, then to have you roll a 6-2 took a little, like, I got a manpower out of it, but I was hoping that would have been a lot worse. But other than that, I've got the siege is continuing. Got one fort minor integration. Hopefully we'll be able to do a little better here coming up soon. I've got some reinforcements coming on, so this may turn out to be. I've got some decision making to make. Do I try to use my army of maneuver to go after Jackson and see what you do there, or do I just hope that I can sit here and we'll just have a siege? And you guys, you stare across the river, staring at me.
Yeah. That is a consideration for myself. I do have. You got Washburn now. I got Breckenridge tomorrow or the next turn after that, and I was already kind of planning out. He's got to come into Jackson, so now I have to protect that railroad at all costs just to make sure that I can bring him up quickly. So having that one little, pesky cavalry unit crossing the river there is not unexpected. That's what you do. That's the Roger maneuver. So I just need to figure out how much I'm going to peel back and pursue if you are actually using that maneuver capability, which I guess historically that's what Sherman wanted to do, was to just keep Johnston in check so that he could not come and relieve the siege, hence the name. But yeah, otherwise, time I think is on my side, but time keeps giving you all of these wonderful little bonuses in the form of Grover and Washburn and stuff. So you're managing to bring more force into play, and all I can really do is try to figure out what chess pieces I want to move. At some point, I want to do something with Tillman, because I want to have more than 40 manpower in the garrison, and he is not counted in the garrison right now. So I need to put him into a position where he's contributing to that 41, so that you're not getting a modifier across the board for the fort degradation. Because if I can save that, even though you rolled fairly poorly, you did get 1, but I don't want every single one of those to be degraded every 5 turns. If I can just slow it down just a little bit, I think the siege will be in my favor, as some people have pointed out. But yeah, not a lot of action today. Only one combat that I saw, and you did get a
Just the
manpower
normal.
loss. Yep.
Yeah,
So
I was hoping that was. Yeah, when I rolled that 6 with the +6, I thought, oh, this is going to be good. And crap.
well, I kind of sniffed that one out. I figured, well, I've got Bowen in a check position because I figured you were trying to block the bridges. But at the same time, when you were whipping around there, I was like, uh oh, yeah, I gotta put his back on the big black. So that as that happened, managed to get not only Sherman has been stellar in this game for you. It just everything he touches turns to gold. You now that he's a district leader, so he pulled off got both divisions and he got the extra steel core in there. So that was a pretty impressive one. It went very very badly, but at the same time he was small, so we dance away and we laugh, haha, with a manpower loss. I mean that's still 500 people. What are you gonna do?
Yep.
But yeah, I think we're great for today. I look forward to continuing on next week. Thanks everybody who's watching this either live in the gallery or after the fact on YouTube. If you could help us out here with all that channel metric stuff, if you could just leave a comment down below just to tell us that you're watching, and if you have questions or comments or goofs, please let us know that way. And if you could take that extra step and click the like button right now, we are seeing the trend of more visibility on the channel. So whatever this nebulous algorithm is that YouTube is so vaunted about, I guess we're getting more peepers on the show. So we appreciate that. And go back and watch anything in the old back catalog. We got 5 years worth of stuff. And every now and again, when I see the analytics, I'm like, wow, people are watching that one? Huh, okay, cool. But always a pleasure, sir. And I can't wait to see you next week.
Have a good week. Bye.